All right. Marshall Cycliffe here from Limited Resources. We're doing some holiday cube draft. We've opened a nice one here. Sword, Grave Titan, Blightsteel, Control Magic. These are all awesome. I'm going to take the Sword. Second choice for me would be Grave Titan, though I think Blightsteel's pretty defendable as is Control Magic, but I just have a soft spot for Gravy Train because he's amazing. But Sword of Body and Mind's probably the best sword in the cube. For limited, it ends the game so quickly. And it's actually quite relevant, the colors that you get out of it, too. All right, lots of powerful options here, too. There's Animate Dead, Thragtusk, and Upheaval. I'm going to take Upheaval. I just think it's the most powerful card there, and that's enough for me there. I mean, we don't have to, like, this is a certain type of deck, generally speaking, lots of mana artifacts and ramping and that stuff. But hey, you know, if that comes together, then it does. But if it doesn't, we can just not play Upheaval, and that's fine. That's one of the beautiful things about Cube is that you don't have to commit too hard. Although this will help. Thran Dynamo, one of the best possible things to have with an Upheaval. It's also nice to have with a sword because you can go turn 4 Thran Dynamo sword. So yeah, we'll take Thran Dynamo. More mana, a Signet or an Everflowing Chalice. They're pretty similar. There's also Rude Awakening, though we're not really in a color yet. I think we can wait on that kind of thing. I'm going to take Chalice here. You can just go big, you know, and you need a ton of mana to make Upheaval really, really good. All right, Daze, Vendilion, Click, Lotus, Cobra, Hermit, lots of good stuff. I'm going to take Click. One of my favorite creatures, period. Probably top 5 list for me. And it's in our colors already. Carries the sword, great. Disrupts certain types of decks, can block. It's just really, really good. Okay. Fintorn Elves, Llanowar Elves, actual same card. And then there's also a Serendib Efreet and a Path to Exile to look at here. I'm going to stick with the mana ramp, though. And I think this picture's way cooler than this one. Oh, that's not even remotely. So I'm going to take Llanowar Elves. Aeon Chronicler is interesting in this deck. Also, there's nothing else for us, so I'm going to take it. I don't think it's a great card, but it's a nice source of card advantage, and when you have just a crap ton of colorless or whatever mana available to you, this card, you know, if the game's going long, you can go super deep with it, so I like. Card is so savage. Okay. Aetherling. Palinchron's sweet too. You can do some sweet stuff with Palinchron. And then there's also this card, which I love. God, this card's good. Did not realize how good that card was until I actually played it, and I was like, wow. Also, Kitchen Finks is an option, though double green's a little rough here. I think it's between these two. And I'm going to take Aetherling. And the reason I'm taking it is because you can blink it and then Upheaval, and that's pretty sweet. Golgari Rot Farm is an option, though not an amazing one. I think I just went Obstinate Baloth here. I mean, he's just a big fat green creature, but he does a really good job at what he's good at, which is stopping aggressive decks. He just gains you a bunch of life and just brick walls, whatever they're doing. It's just like, nope. Also, sometimes people just mind twist you and you get lucky. They play like Liliana, you know, something like that, and you just mize them out. None of these are good for us. I'm just going to take Sphinx. I don't know that we want to run too many more big drops here, but maybe. I'd rather have the green ones if we're going to do that. I'd rather have Avenger of Zendikar or, you know, things along that lines. Nothing much for us here. Masticore. Yeah, okay. I mean, it kind of fills this role. I could cut this, but I don't really want to. So, yeah, I'm just going to take a Masticore here, but I'm not a huge fan of Masticore in a deck like this, though if you're playing against an aggressive deck, this thing does just stop them. You can start mowing down their guys. You do have to pitch cards, but whatever. We're in blue. And when you're in blue, you can usually draw cards in the powered cube. Restock to get stuff back. No, I think I'd rather just have this. Just keep our options open. We can go a lot of directions from this start, really. But I think I just want to stick on making a bunch of mana, upheavaling, doing this type of stuff. Some cards I'd like to see are like, ooh, I like this one. That's actually a really nice pickup. Just gives you endless guys to put swords on and help stabilize your board too. This also just can kill people. Like if they don't answer this card, it gets pretty bad for them. Some cards I'd like to see. Awakening Zone would be nice. Love that card. Opposition. This is a pretty nice opposition deck forming here. Hopefully we're going to see a bunch more of these type of guys. Some more mana rocks, of course, would always be welcome. The Thran Dynamo is really nice, but there's a lot of other ones that are available here. Like this one. Oh man, lots of insane stuff here. I love Worn Power Stone, but I'm slamming this. Like I'm taking it over Vidalcan Shackles, over Remand, over Shapeshifter, over there's another Mox here. I mean, the fact that this pack is so stacked though does make it more likely that we'll get something back. Like we could get back this Worn Power Stone. I would not count on it, but Vesuvian Shapeshifter is a possibility. Shackles, unlikely. People love to draft blue in the cube. Remember, it's only good in heavy blue decks, so it's not just like a card that any deck can take, but still, there's usually somebody with blue. But yeah, I mean, Mox with Upheaval is stupid. It's just dumb. Not fair. Not fair. Yeah, this is exactly the kind of thing that makes... It's funny, because this is already good in the regular cube, just because of all the cards like this and like that Worn Power Stone that we just saw. But when you throw Moxen in the mix, dumb. D-U-M, dumb. All right, what do we got? Now, this pack's a lot less exciting than the previous. There is a Grizzlebrand, though I kind of like being on the green plan here, though actually when I really look at it, this and this are just okay. Could cut those pretty easily. The Elf is really good. Could be blue-black. I really kind of like being green in a deck like this, though. Acidic Slime and Caryatid are both really, really good. I think I just want Acidic Slime and then wheel the Caryatid. I might be being a little ambitious with that, but we'll see. I really like Acidic Slime a lot, though, and I want to pick up a couple more mana rocks and get this thing out a turn early or so, and you can just destroy people with this thing. I mean, there's so much stuff to blow up in this cube with this card. Also, I like having Acidic Slime when I'm in blue, especially relatively early in the... Ooh. Oh, okay, so here's what I was going to say, and then I'll explain the oohs and the ahs. So the reason I like to have it is because you can pick up clones and just start piling on Acidic Slimes. And then I immediately looked and saw that there's a Phyrexian Metamorph, and I was really excited, but then I saw Basalt Monolith, and then, of course, I saw Green Sun Zenith and Muldrifter, but Irrel. We're taking Basalt Monolith here. It's one of the best just outright ramp cards you can get. All right, more good options. Trigon Predator, Naturalized Looter, or Venser. Predator, quite good. I like Venser better, though. I think Venser is more versatile and can really get you out of some jams. Ding. Dingo. Got there. Winter Orb is interesting. We can make a lot of mana that isn't lands. This is only for lands. So you can really bone people with that. especially if you can make a ton of mana without it, which we've got. Let's see, Monolith, Thran Dynamo, Elves, Everflowing Chalice, Mox Emerald right now. So like we're pretty set up to really get people with Winter Orb, but it's also very not good against some decks. I'm going to take this Breeding Pool for now, and hopefully we'll either get it back or kind of address that later. Wake Thrasher. I really just want this Indrik Stomp Howler, but we've got Z combo. Basalt Monolith Wake Thrasher is must block or they're dead, so we're going to take it. I don't mind having a creature here either. We have 0 2-drops, which is a little concerning. Oh, man. What? What? Moloku and opposition in the same one. Moloku is so insane in a deck like this. I'm going to take opposition. We've already got Awakening Zone. We've already got Deranged Hermit. I'm just doing it. Moloku's more powerful. This is nice in the abstract, but I just want to do this. This is awesome. All these cards suck except for this one, so I will take it. I might even be able to run it, though we've already got Acidic Slime. All right, well, we did what I wanted. I said I hope to get an Awakening Zone in opposition, and I got an Awakening Zone in an opposition. So we are nicely set up here. I do need to pick up a few more early mana elves. Is it pack? Did that pack come back yet that had the Caryatid in it? I can't remember, but we will slam it if it does. If it does come back. I can't remember which pick that was now. I think it was this one. Brain Freeze Pulse. Brain Freeze is interesting. We can actually kind of abuse that a little bit. But having a Pulse on hand would be nice. I'll take a Pulse. I'm going to hide it. If we pick up some fixing for it, it'll be a nice board card to have. Oh, Predator. Sweet. Good card. That is a very good Magic card right there. Yeah, I'll take a Jushi here. Probably not bad, actually. A 2-drop goes with opposition. Old Man or Cord. Cord's pretty sweet. Take Old Man. I just kind of panic because I'm like, what am I going to get with Cord? I don't really know. Do I have enough stuff? And it turns out I do actually have enough stuff to kind of make it really good. But we don't really have anything amazing to get with it. Time Walk Mox Pearl. Eureka's interesting. And then, of course, there's like Big Cozy. I am going to take Mox Pearl, though. I mentioned it earlier. Just completely broken in general and even more broken with like upheaval effects. So I love Time Walk. But I don't think it's as powerful as some of the cards that we have, and so I'm going to take it here. All right, there's a Channel. It's the most powerful card here. What does it do? Not a ton. I mean, it gets us like some of our mana artifacts out. I mean, it can do some stupid stuff, but I don't think that our deck is really well set up to just completely make it dumb. You just need huge colorless creatures to make it just dumb. So I'm going to take Sylvan Library, which is very, very strong card. If we wheel Force of Will, I'll probably play it too. We have tons of blue cards, and I kind of like it, actually. I think it went from overrated to properly rated, and I think at properly rated, it's just quite good. All right, we hit Avenger. Oh, there's another mana elf too, but heck with that. This is exactly what I wanted. Man, I'm just getting... I mean, what else do I need? I need to think of other stuff to ask for. Because I keep asking and just getting it. Tooth. Is Tooth good? Yeah, Tooth's quite good, actually. You are... Well, thank you. You may. Get in there, buddy. Feel like we have Wicker Bow type stuff already covered. We've got Acidic Slime. Then we have one other yeah, Trigon Predator too, so that's fine. Scrubland doesn't do anything. I don't want Lotus Bloom. I don't want Vengevine or Nostalgic Dreams. I guess it's just Tooth. I'll just Tooth, I guess. I don't know that we're going to run it, though. I think we can just cast our stuff and be pretty happy. All right. Cloud Skate, Archmage. Genesis Wave is good in our deck, and so is Silverheart. But I want to take one of these 2 blue cards. And I think I just want to take a Glenalendra Archmage. Yeah, I just think it's more powerful than Cloud Skate, even though I love Cloud Skating. We could use a little more things to do early in the game. Strip Mine, Nicottle. There's an Ulamog. Misty Rainforest. Could definitely use Misty Rainforest here. We've got some big mana requirements down the line here. So that could be quite handy. The question is, do we want to Strip Mine somebody here? Strip Mine's quite good. Yeah, probably just want to Strip Mine somebody, I guess. At least reserve the opportunity to. That guy's not making the cut. I don't think we're going to be toothing here. I think we can just draw and cast our stuff and not... I mean, if I tooth and nail, man, I really want to combo off on somebody, you know? Like, I want to kill them. Or put up just an absurd situation where they can't really get out of it. I don't necessarily just want to, like, Avenger and play, you know, Acidic Slime for something. I mean, I'm not saying that's bad, but Tooth is expensive. Alright, not a ton for us, but there's a Tolarian Academy. We've got 3 mana things plus a sword and then 2 other mana things. I think it's worth taking here, especially because there's really nothing else that we can cast. I'm not sure how comfortable I'm going to be actually playing it, but we'll see. Can we splash a Venser? No. Geist is fine. Scroll Rack is good. Though I think our card quality is like quite good. We're not really digging for specific things. I guess I'll just take a Geist here. I'm not really excited about that pick, to be honest. Alright, Fauna Shaman. Fauna Shaman's actually quite good in our deck. It digs up all types of different things. It can dig up, you know, an instant win type thing with Wake Thrasher. If we have Basalt Monolith, it can dig up like Acidic Slime. Kozilek is very tempting though. What does he cost? 10? I'll be conservative and just take Fauna Shaman here. Snake, nice. Yeah, I like Snake. What's the best card against us? None of these are good against us. I guess Thalia's the best. Dreams, Vengevine. Yeah, I'll take a Vengevine, sure. I don't really like it that much, though. Silverheart or Genesis Wave? Or even All Is Dust? I'm really impressed by Silverheart. But Genesis Wave looks kind of robusto here. I'm going to have to take a look at how many of these are actually permanents, but I feel like we have tons of permanents in this one. Yeah. Yeah, look at these are just all permanents. My goodness. Wow. Yeah, I think we're actually going to be able to run Genesis Wave here. And get, like, I think pretty insane value. I wish we had a little bit more mana ramp, though. Our top-end stuff is sweet. And, I mean, I guess these Moxes count as mana ramp, but I meant, like, big mana. We didn't get that one thing back. All right. Elf, Shaman, Library, maybe. You're definitely in. You're probably in, but I'll set you aside. Like, I like Obstinate Bailiff a lot better than Vengevine. And then these are all in. And then I think we're going to end up running that. Snake is in. Predator's in for sure. Dynamo, yeah. Monolith. Oop. These are, of course, in, but they go over here because they're lands. Direct replacements for lands, at least. Upheaval. Aetherling, Shapeshifter, probably Chronicler. Fencer for sure, opposition, absolutely. Thrasher. I think this is our deck. Man, the difference... the games when we draw Llanowar Elves or a Mox versus when we don't are going to be insanely different. Forgetting something? So let's see what our permanents are here that we actually want to hit with Genesis Wave. Elf, yeah. Not this because we can't pay anything. All of these. All of these. All of these basically. I mean, there's a couple that are like a little bit less amazing. Like these two are kind of iffy, but whatever, you're still getting a body out of it. Wow. Yeah, we're definitely running Genesis Wave. It just hits all of our stuff. If we can wave for 4, we're going to be hitting a ton. If we wave for 3, that's totally fine too. And that's not even asking that much. It does make my strip mine look a little worse though, because we're already running one colorless land here, and running a second one starts to get a little sketchy when you're trying to hit, you know, double blue, triple green. We are only 2 colors though, so we can push it a little bit. Jushi is the other thing that I'm considering here. Is there something like, is Jushi just better than Aeon Chronicler? Probably. I'll run Jushi Apprentice over Chronicler here, I think. It's easier to hit off of our Genesis Wave as well. I like that. Still not running Tooth. I think this is better. Alright, let's add some lands to this thing, see what it can do. That Moloku is haunting me, by the way. So this puts us at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 green sources. It's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's it. All right, I'm going to kill Strip Mine here. And we're going to bring it out of the board if we see particularly offensive lands. I mean, it's obviously good against everything, but I really want to be able to cast my spells. If we have Strip Mine and Mox Pearl, we can't cast hardly anything unless we, have green. All right, let's see what this thing can do.